Hello everyone and welcome to Streaming Sundays. Today is August 29th? 6th? Holy crap, August is almost over. And you are watching Streaming Sundays number 171. Today's game is Her Story, which came out 3 years ago actually. Won all sorts of awards and is awesome. I know some of you who are in the chat may or may not actually be interested in this one, and that is okay. There's a particular regular of mine who I know this is not his type of game. That's okay. This is basically an FMV game, an interactive movie where a woman is being interviewed 7 times by the cops for reasons we don't know otherwise. And I've been able to avoid all spoilers for the past 3 years. Please don't put spoilers in the chat. Search for murder.
It's a lot of murder.
And we get 4 videos. So we'll add all 4 to the session. I sort of know how this works. Basically, you search for a video, you do a search term, and you get to see the little eyeball says that that we have not seen it before, and we can just take a look at this. Now, in real life, this is silly because in real life, someone would watch the entire videos, each of the 7 videos, at once rather than watch them piecemeal like this.
I mean,
but you know,
they're on floppers, and it's
they're on floppers,
and it's a cold case.
Right. Let's start watching some videos and see what's going on here. I guess I didn't need to add all those to sessions, but whatever.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
1994.
What can I do to help? She says.
I'm going to turn this up because we're not going to talk over her.
Should we write down help? That sounds interesting.
Well, I think I can just search for help at any point. See what I'm saying? Like, because she said the word, so if we do help... Oh, that video's not there. Interesting. Oh, but it's access limited to the first 5 entries. Well, let's listen to the murder, since that's the first delay. See what's going on.
That's me. But February, and that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Simon.
Oh, right. They use the reverse date stamps because we're in the UK, so that's July 1st, not January 7th. Oh, that's going to take me a second to wrap my head around.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Do me a favor and write down... So I know there are 7 interviews. Let's write down the time of each interview. So it looks like the first one is June 27th, 1994. And we don't know all of them yet, but if we get all the dates together, that might help us out. Then there was one July 1st, 1994. July 3rd, 1994. And so far, that's all we've got. This is the next one, also from 1994.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Stories?
Alright, I'm going to tag that one with stories and lawyer. So I guess we should look up Simon because we don't know who the hell that is. So let's get rid of these out of our session. Can I unadd them to session? I cannot. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's see who the hell Simon is. Oh, here we go. June 18th. That predates the first one, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So this must be her first interview.
Simon Smith.
Simon Smith?
He works at
Write that down,
glass.
please.
They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work.
Ernest
Mirror
Brothers
making,
glass.
feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay. So Simon works at... You may want to start a page just for Simon. And those of you who are watching, you can take some notes too and help us out. But no spoilers, again, in the chat. No spoilers. I will hurt
Here's
you.
my notes so far. I got plenty of space.
Okay. All right. I won't actually hurt you. I love all of you. All right. Let's keep hearing about Simon.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair.
What if he went
average
missing?
build.
Go
He's
for it.
clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo instead of spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
Rome.
It's the best one I have.
Can I see the picture? Apparently not. Okay, did you get his physical description?
6 foot, dark blonde hair, clean shaven.
Right. Okay. Next.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Peter and Susan.
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they haven't sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Drinks. What was the bar name?
I didn't hear it. Rocks.
It's the Rockington Arms.
The Rock.
Rockington Arms, The Rock.
It's run by a nice couple.
Oh, I can scrub through it. That's good. Okay.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, Climb the Tower, Save the Princess, that kind of thing.
Okay, I don't see how that's relevant, but sure.
Amstrad?
Yeah, I don't know what that even is.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or
I wonder if she
there must have been
reported
some
him
kind of
missing.
Accident.
Accident?
So what do we do next?
We'll go for accident. You are right. I don't know if the Akamura was picked up. I don't know how much you're hearing us over the game. I'm going to search for missing. Let's see if we get any hits. We've got one hit.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I knew it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Glasgow. So she did something on the night of the whole on the night of his disappearance, I guess. Lots of information about Glasgow.
I got in the car and I drove. And just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
What were you running from, lady? I just realized her hair is up in some of these and not up in others. Like, the timestamps are fairly important, I would assume. But we don't have a complete picture on anything yet.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
That was at 2100 hours. The first one was at 2000 hours. These were about 8 minutes apart. At some point, she put her hair up.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric.
Eric?
Watch
got it this
from
year.
Eric.
It was a
This
wedding
year.
anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
So she's definitely under suspicion of this. I think I'm going to look up marriage and wedding, because I want to know if he's married to her. I don't know if it's
Glasgow was
her husband or what. What? One more time.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay. We're missing very key elements, even though these clips are only about a minute apart.
Yeah.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me.
So she was...
When I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine.
pregnant.
The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
But she lied about being in Glasgow.
Did she?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She said she lied about being in Glasgow.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted.
Well, I heard that one
The streets
already.
were empty.
Wait. When did she lie about being in Glasgow?
That was the first Glasgow thing we watched, like the first...
Oh, the previous search? What was our
Yes.
previous search?
Missing. I think.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Well, she's somewhere because she said that the hospital has some sort of records. Probably this one.
Ask the hospital.
Just ask the hospital.
Alright, and then there's a later interview about it, looks like.
Yep, this one was July 2nd. Do we have that date written down?
No, we have the 1st and the 3rd.
Okay.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
So she was starting to feel the pinch on the 2nd. Alright, so I'm going to look up marriage, because I want to know where exactly, how Simon... Oh, we've got a new date here. June 30.
June 30?
Yep. So how many dates do we have at the moment?
We have the 18th, the 27th, the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd.
So we have 6 of the 7 interviews. Okay, well, at least we have...
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week. But every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
So Doug and Eleanor are married.
Doug and Eleanor, yeah. I would definitely write down anyone's relationships so we can keep some of the players straight. Hello, Kalo. So we've figured out that Simon is missing or dead, probably dead. And our lady here went to Glasgow, but then probably lied about it. She was also pregnant, so that's the next thing I'm going to look up. But Right now we're looking at marriages because I'm trying to figure out what Simon's relationship to her exactly is, whether they're happily married or whatever.
After 10 years of marriage.
10 years of marriage.
There we go.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Whatever that means. Okay. Alright. So this one is back to July 1st.
Simon
She's
was
got a
very
tat on her
normal about
arm.
that sort of thing.
Or
He
something.
wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
The hell is on her arm? Is that a tattoo?
Looks like it.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. Simon was very
Stop. Pause. Pause. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a tattoo of some kind. Doesn't it?
To walk out
It's
there.
covered up in the other interviews.
Yeah. That's new. Alright. Let's search for tattoo.
After the kiss,
July 3rd.
the next time,
We already have it.
he took me back to
Copy.
the house. To our parents' house. To their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me.
Who are you talking
I
about?
almost burst out laughing.
She said our parents.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house. To our parents' house. To their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people.
Write down that I want to
told me
know
about his
who
marriage,
she's
told me
talking
how his
about
wife
on
was
July 3rd at
Completely
11:56. Because whoever she's talking about is a very major player. We don't know exactly who she's talking about there, but
Got
I
it
need to
written
know.
down, circling.
Copy that. Okay, so Junergy asks, "Is it a penguin?" Let's ask. Let's see if she talks about her tattoo. Yep, we got a few. Oh yeah, she even revealed it here. Okay, let's see what it is.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Simon doesn't have any
He has
tattoos.
a scar down here near his stomach.
Oh, definitely write that
Past
down.
his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before. A long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly. You know.
Glasses.
He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Self-harm, asks Junergy. We'll try that one next.
Oh, my tattoo.
Yes, what is your tattoo?
I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Is it? Okay, and we just got an achievement for some reason. Copy that.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Ah.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And
That's
I've been
just
doing something
before.
similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Was that before or after this whole situation?
3 minutes before she talks about whoever it is.
Ooh, good call. Very good call. Very good call.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo.
Eve?
Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed talking to him.
It has to be Eve, because she even just said it's a palindrome.
To be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
I hope they wouldn't go so far as to drop an Adam and Eve cliche, but maybe. Okay, here's the thing. Fun fact for all of you who have not seen the way I do some names sometimes. Whenever there's a name and I just can't think of a name, I like using the name Borf Cramden. So until we have a more clear name, I'm going to call this guy Borf. Whoever she's talking about, we're going to call him Borf.
Oh, you should tag the other one with Borf,
Yes,
too.
I should. So what was the previous search? Marriage?
Marriage.
No, wait, I can go parents' house.
Parents.
So this one is also Borf.
Oh, but there's one before.
There is. That was on a different day, though. Let's see what her parents' house has to do with anything. This was 2 days before whatever was going on in that last
I parked
one.
up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss.
Eric is his
I didn't answer
boss.
it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
That was way too clean and confident. Given that the rest of the interview, she's a little shaky. I'm not super happy with the fact that she did that. Or she was that clean. Alright, we're gonna shoot for the moon and say Eve. Let's see if we get her name. Whoa, that is a lot of... Why is she unconscious here?
Is she crying?
Maybe. Let's grab this last one first.
My mother called me Eve.
Alright, well, we have her name. Let's go through the rest of these, see what's going on here.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it.
Wait.
Really hate her sometimes.
Multiple personality disorder?
Or she's deflecting.
Or whatever that... Don't hate me for not using the PC term. I don't remember what the term is you're supposed to use nowadays, but... She has 2 drinks.
We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
Jesus Christ, lady.
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. There's a love-hate relationship.
She is very fidgety when she says certain things.
Yeah.
Looks like she doesn't have a tattoo. Well, I guess I kind of... Wait a minute.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday.
Birthday.
Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi
Hello,
driver
Kieran.
we
Thank you
paid
for joining the
to drop us
stream.
off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
She really looks like she's wearing a police jumper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here in America, we have orange suits. But that's not her style of clothing.
My mother called me Eve.
I'm thinking she's got multiple personalities or something going on. Hannah.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
So our girl is Hannah? What was that?
She was tapping something.
What was that?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
That's too fast to be Morse code because there's no dashes other than maybe the second character, so
Yes.
it's not that. She did that when there was no one else in the room, so something is going on with that. The cops left her. She did not know that camera was still on.
Hannah. Which is also a palindrome.
Yeah, I didn't realize Hannah was a palindrome, you're right. Let's see if we get something on who Hannah is.
My name is Hannah.
Oh, there we go. All right, fair enough.
H.
That's June 18th.
It reads the same backwards as forwards.
That's the first one.
It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31
Hannah
Gladstone
Smith.
Street.
Gladstone Street.
Okay. Oh, hey, she's getting polygraphed here. This is taking place at 11:27, so this was a half hour before she even started discussing who the other person is.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
The hell? Polygraph.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Maybe by then the truth was out, so we knew who she was. Okay, this one takes place just before the polygraph one. By about 3 or 4 minutes.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
What the?
Twins.
Oh, jeez, that scared me. I don't know if that picked up. There was this weird crackle, and then the entire screen, like, faded out and then faded back in. It was fucking weird. Okay, anyway. Either they're twins or it's multiple personality disorder.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse.
Yeah, see, she's not even referring to herself
She hid me up there.
correctly there.
No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Attic.
Alright, I'm kind of... Oh, you want me to search attic?
No, I'm just writing stuff down.
Okay. So, where do you think we should go from here? There are 18 entries for Hannah.
There was
so...
someone she was talking about on her birthday.
Oh, birthday then. See if we can get some intel there. Okay. They're playing more piano music. I think we, like, reached a threshold or something, you know? A milestone.
Yes, that's
June 25th.
Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
Alright, that's all of the interviews.
Awesome. Yeah, Tink, I think Simon was our second search? Because we were trying to get intel on who
Yes.
he was.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a
No
meal
tattoo.
at home. We had our
Oh
meal.
shit, no
Gave me this
tattoo!
present. I guess I didn't like the present.
June 25th, no tattoo. She does have it on July 1st, so that was real freaking quick between those two. Good eye, the Akamura.
She was talking about moving out and getting that tattoo to mark the occasion.
Yeah, so that was super recent. Oh, let's try moving out. Let's get through birthday, and then we'll see if we can get her moving out day.
Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Okay. We still haven't searched for pregnant yet. That's going to be a big one, I think.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict.
God damn it, I want eggs
We both had
Benedict.
to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. When I
Children.
came home, the birthday meal was a takeaway.
She was talking about
Simon
being
gave me his
maid.
present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument.
Why?
Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
That's when she went to quote-unquote Glasgow.
Yeah, let's figure more out about the argument once we clear birthday.
Argument.
A week or so ago.
Pregnant.
It would have been the
Yes.
Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Saturday before birthday. Alright, let's see what's going on with this argument before the pregnancy, because I'm sure they have something to do with each other, but the argument is more toward, like, our current issue, you know? That is,
Yep,
where
there's
is
a
Simon
lot
and why
from
is he
one
dead?
interview.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night.
Oh, we never
but
looked
not
up
since.
The Rocker Eric yet
Still wasn't
either.
back this morning.
Yeah, we haven't checked any names yet.
Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
So that was the day before her birthday then?
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Helen, possible love interest. Can you just search the date to watch a whole interview? No, no. Like the way they designed the game, it's one of those things that isn't like reality, because if this was reality, you could just do that and you'd be done. So they divide it into pieces like this, because if this was real life, we would just grab the entire footage and be done with it. We haven't heard much about his parents, have we? That is correct. We have not heard much about Simon's parents.
Oh yeah, did we search parents? We searched parents' house.
Correct. We searched parents' house, but not parents.
There's no couple stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific.
No, I need details, lady.
Those artificial buttons better than those you're close to.
I need details. That does not help me at all. What was your argument about?
I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
It was apparently about the baby.
Yes. Baby.
Yes.
Write that down, that term too,
He
please.
left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
We haven't searched pregnant either.
Yeah, that doesn't help, other than the fact...
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Is she bruised there? Hold on.
Yes. He left after the
She looks
argument.
like she's bruised there,
Yeah,
doesn't
she looks like she's got some nicks on her forehead too.
Okay,
Bruising.
write down bruising on June 25th, and we'll want to search that term. Oh, Ginergy gave a really good point. Hannah, Eve, whatever her name is, said that they argued enough that she said that he always ran off, or never ran off, but always came back. Or no, always ran off, but always came back. So it happened enough that it was at least that much of a routine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to ask her about the bruising. Okay, so we have like 4 or 5 different threads we can go off of here.
Let's start with pregnancy.
Pregnancy, yeah, because that's been a running theme. Only 2. That's good.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long
I agree.
time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was before we started sleeping there.
Okay, they lived in her parents' house. That's what she just said. She just said they lived in her parents' house.
She called it our
we didn't
parents'
sleep
house,
in my
though.
parents' bedroom for a long time.
My parents'
we decorated
bedroom.
it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
My parents' bedroom. Okay.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Oh, Jesus
This
Christ.
was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents.
His
They were
parents.
married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
Eve is one crazy motherfucker. All right.
Let's try just parents.
Just parents.
Yes.
4 hits that we haven't seen.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
I assume she means both sets of parents?
Yeah, but she keeps saying his parents, my parents, our parents.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Miscarriage?
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
Oh. Sorry to hear that, Hannah. Oh, those happened right after each other. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. Oh, yeah, they did happen right after each other. These 2 clips happened right after each other. Alright, Eve and Hannah, are they twins or the same person? If they're twins, one might have a tattoo and might not. Right, they're either twins or it's multiple personality disorder of some kind, is what I'm thinking here. Although, I would like to say, just to take a step back out of this, Kalo is probably smiling ear to ear because whenever you know the truth of a story and you're watching someone else figure it out, there's always that little happy voice in your brain going, and because you know the secret. Okay, let's
Yeah, let's follow the baby plot to the end.
let's follow
here.
the baby plot.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something.
They?
The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed.
What?
And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Hannah said a swear. Whoa.
Did Doug and Eleanor die?
Who are Doug and Eleanor? Her parents?
Her bosses.
Oh.
She talked about they were married. She
Oh, right.
did vacuuming, hoovering, she called it.
Let's start looking at people after we get through the miscarriage and the baby route.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
That didn't give me a tremendous amount of information.
Let's look at Eric. Eric is Simon's boss.
One last baby-related one. Just the word baby. Just the word baby. Then we'll start hunting
We spent the
people.
wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Where was that?
We spent the wedding night in
Brighton.
a hotel in
Brighton.
Brighton.
So, she and Simon wanted to go to Brighton. She's got the bruising here, too. That's June 25th. Was that when we noticed it the last time?
Yes.
In
Copy.
Brighton.
Okay. Keep talking to me about the baby past, Hannah.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said.
Hi, TC. Yes, it is. Please no spoilers
She'd
in
been
the
speaking
comments.
about
Or chat.
old stuff. Sad stuff.
Oh, shit.
Back when we lived there. about the baby.
What are you thinking? What?
It occurs to me. Eve was in the last one, talking about going back to our parents, her and Hannah's parents.
Okay.
I wonder if she was with Simon. She talked about him, like, marveling at the resemblance, catching her name from her tattoo, saying it was a palindrome.
Oh. Oh, shit. Then that would be more the twins theory. That would definitely be more the twins theory. We might be seeing two different women being interviewed here.
Because Eve had to have had the tattoo when she saw Simon.
Correct.
But Hannah doesn't have the tattoo.
Right. Do we know she went after Simon?
Like, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait. You might be right. Let me look up Borf real quick, since that was our user tag. Oh yeah, I did 2 Borf Cramden posts. Hold on a minute.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house.
The house.
To our parents' house.
Our parents. Their house. You're right.
So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was...
Completely different. You're right. You're right. They're either separate. They have to be separate people.
I almost burst out laughing.
Good call, the Akamura. And Ginergy says, is there anything about twins? We've got 4 hits, baby.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
God damn it, Hannah/Eve. Talk to me.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
That must be Eve. She's quick to laugh.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
They are twins.
What?
Florence took me home with her.
Who is Florence? Do we know?
The midwife who lived across the way.
That's right. Thank you.
Had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything.
So Florence probably took Hannah, maybe, and raised... No?
Florence took Eve.
Okay.
Hannah was raised with her parents. Hannah married Simon. Eve lived kind of on the fringes of Hannah. At one point they were friends.
Wow. Guessing cleanup is removing the dead one. Got it. Got it.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their
But Florence
stories.
can't prove that Eve is her child,
We
so...
knew we were
Hello,
like that.
Cam.
Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Divorce.
Good call.
We should also run with the theory, or run with the attic, because there's something going on with that attic.
The attic?
Yes.
Okay, so write down divorce, and write down attic if you haven't already.
Attic is written down there.
And
dollhouse.
Dollhouse. Should we go after... Try searching therapist? Good idea.
Nothing.
Nope.
Psychiatrist?
Therapy? Nope, nothing. I think those would be more generic. I think that would get us what we wanted. All right, so what do you think, the Akamura? Should we start looking at names, or should we start looking at...
Let's go for attic and dollhouse, because, like...
Okay.
Let's see what Eve's doing here.
Attic, we've got one from Eve and a couple from Hannah.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Okay. The one thing I'm having trouble reconciling is if Hannah and Eve played with each other, you would think their appearance would be more noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost sounds like if they were raised separate, someone didn't want them to know they were twins.
I think Florence got found out as taking the other twin, and they just locked her up in the attic. The
Florence? Oh, got it. Oh, good point. Good point. Okay.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Blonde hair. Wait, whoa, blonde hair. Blonde hair,
Could
blonde
the
hair.
hairs have
Who
come
else
from
was blonde? Was
somewhere
it
else?
Helen?
Helen.
Could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Helen. Helen is important. Okay, let's see.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Okay. Kind of a lunatic, aren't you, Eve? Alright, dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Only one new one.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised.
Guy have to do with the divorce.
curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Okay. What do you think? Divorce? Or should we start tracking down people? It looks like Hannah is still wearing a wedding ring.
Yes.
She's covering her hands here, but she...
Watched lots of TV. Then
Yeah,
the dolls
she's got a
we
ring.
had,
She's playing with
we
it.
still have in the attic.
Good eye,
It's kind of
Kieran!
a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
God damn, I didn't even notice that.
Let's go to divorce, because that's suspicious.
Good point. Only one. Only one.
Ring?
There were
Ring.
always princes and princesses.
Good call, the Akamura. 1. Better than 0.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
That was at 11:54, so she was talking about when they met.
Let's try the Rock, because that's where they were drinking.
Okay, we've got 2 new ones.
Oh, God. I don't know. I mean...
Yeah,
I guess
Kayla's
the
loving
Rock.
this.
You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know.
No tattoo.
So many things could have gone wrong.
So this is Hannah. Okay.
No. No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in
Sleeves are down.
4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the rock.
Plumber.
Plumber? Is that what
No,
she's...
no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the rock.
Let's just like slowly start
unraveling that?
tackling people, because like...
That's not how to spell plumber.
Humbler.
Alright, nope, just that. Okay.
Okay, Helen?
Helen. Okay. More intel. Nope. Just 2 notes. So we can probably cross her off the list.
The rock is run by Peter and Susan, so let's try Peter and Susan.
Peter's nothing. Susan's nothing. Next one up would be Eric. He seems to be the name that keeps popping up the most, and we've got
he's
4
Simon's
new hits.
boss.
Yep.
He was wearing a shirt.
Thank you, Hannah.
The blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has
Pretty
a
sure
watch.
that's
It's a really nice one.
No,
It's
it's
a gift
Anna.
from
She's
his
got a
boss,
ring on.
Eric.
But she's animated like Eve.
He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Animated. They're animated differently?
Yes. I wonder... Eve knows what's going on in the house. Hannah hasn't been back.
Okay. Gift from the boss is a watch. That might be important. Good call. Let's, we'll search for watch after we get through Eric.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Okay, that wasn't a ton of information.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa,
Wallet.
a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash. But Eric convinced him to get one.
Okay.
Missing
Eric was like
keys
an
for the
uncle to
van
him.
Eric owned.
Pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each
Whoa,
other.
what was that? Was
Especially
that
when
me or was that...
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time
Was?
with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences.
Nah, probably
Have you met
that's...
his wife, Diane?
Diane.
Diane.
We have a new name. Eric and Diane are married. Okay. I'm gonna go with Ginergy's line suggestion and go for his watch. Got 2 hits.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it.
She's hiding her left hand.
It was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably
Yeah, but she
awful to
tapped
watch,
out
but
earlier in that.
I enjoyed it.
That was the tapping.
It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the 2 of us.
Let's watch the tapping one again, see if she's wearing her ring.
Okay. Oh, we have a new hit on tap. Yeah, she is wearing her ring in the tap.
Oh, but that's not the right one.
No, this is the right one. She's tapping with her finger, see? She's not tapping with the ring, but she is wearing the ring.
But like, I'm wondering if this is the right interview. Was that the shirt she was wearing?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we forgot bruising.
I haven't. We've just
we
been
went together, we'd send secret messages
occupied.
by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code.
The knock code.
Not code.
Something prisoners of war would use. We tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Okay, Google. The knock code.
The tap code, sometimes called the knock code, is a way to encode text messages on a letter-by-letter basis in a very simple way. The message is transmitted using a series of tap sounds, hence its name.
Well, we're on to something. The tap code, something, okay. The tap code has been commonly used by prisoners to communicate. The method of communicating is usually by tapping either the metal bars, pipes, or walls. The code is based on a 5x5 set of letters representing all the letters except for K, which is represented by C. The listener only needs to discern the timing of the taps to isolate the letters. Each letter is communicated by tapping two numbers. The first row, and the first is the row, the second is the column. Okay? So, let's get that first one. So, please write down these numbers, the Akamura. Now that we are on to something here. It's either 3-5 or 4-5, which would make it P or U. Love up. Oh, love you. Love you. It'd be love you. Loveu.
Oh, so what does Eve tap out?
Yeah, what does Eve tap out? Holy shit. So her message is love you. It's literally Loveu. Holy shit, people. We are code breaking up in here.
When we went together,
God damn it, phone. Come back. Put
Halo says
Wikipedia
ding,
back.
we got it.
Book, the knock code. Something
All right.
would use.
So now we just got to see what she says back. Hold on. Shut up a second, Hannah. Okay, read off the numbers.
1, 2,
B.
5, 4.
Y.
Could also be 4, 5, if she's alternating like Hannah did. It is Y though. 1, 4.
1, 4 is D. Okay, yeah, 1, 4, D. Yeah, so far you're matching me. Next.
2, 3.
H.
1, 1.
A.
3, 3.
N.
3, 3.
N.
1, 1.
A.
3, 3.
N. So you've matched me.
Unless I screwed up at the end. Could be.
No, like, we both heard it. We both heard the
Yeah.
exact same thing. BYD Hanan. Try searching love you or love you. Okay. Why did she whip out a guitar for some reason?
Because it's Eve.
What the fuck? So the love you, the only ones that's coming up is the one that I tagged. I don't know. What do you think we're missing?
Let's see what's going on with love you.
Wait, look at the words you got before and correct the words that's exactly what you think it is. Okay, if it's by Hannah, right? It's the same exact number of taps as BYD Hanan, all right? What's going on is there was just a weird spacing in there at one point, but it would still be by Hannah.
Okay.
It's the same number of taps, it's just spaced weird. Try searching by Hannah?
Yeah, but we got love you. Let's do this first.
All right. That could be. Maybe. All right. Let's check out what this is.
Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
What?
Kids?
I guess we're showing off to Eve our kids? Why do you have a guitar, Eve?
You want me to play something?
Why suddenly guitar?
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. How about a traditional ballad?
Sure. How about a traditional ballad?
Two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The elder eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and her long blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
She's got dye spots in her
Pushed
hair.
her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Okay.
Eve told them that Hannah tried to drown her because Simon loved Eve more than Hannah.
Yeah. Possibly. I'm gonna take Cam's suggestion and search for by Hannah. Nothing.
Bye?
BYE. Nothing.
Drown?
Let me see. Cam and Jenner. Not Cam. Not. Someone else mentioned something about a wig. I thought it was more than the Cam. All right, I must be losing my mind
Wig?
now. Yeah, let's see if someone's wearing a wig here because blonde hair has come up a few times. That is a lot of entries.
A wig? You mean? What type of wig?
Okay, we've hit on something.
I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig? This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
The fuck's a cat flap?
Cat door.
Oh.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding.
What?
After the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard.
Eve doesn't have a
So I
birth
suddenly
certificate.
didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs.
Why were you trying to get pregnant, Eve?
Parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I had hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
She talked about moving out.
From where? Where was she at that point?
Probably still in her parents' house with Eve.
We must have...
But then Hannah, and then Hannah and Simon moved back in.
I'm not following you. My brain is sort of exploded. Give that to me one more time.
Okay, so...
I need more caffeine.
Hannah and Eve lived together separately. Eve lived in the attic of their parents' house.
Okay, I'm with you on that one.
Eve was taken by the midwife and then I guess brought back.
Or if I remember right, Florence lived across the street.
Yes.
So they would have known each other, but she wore a wig so she wouldn't be recognized.
Not just that, but Eve doesn't exist. She's
In
not
the
a
legal
person.
sense? I
Yeah.
see.
Eve was a stillbirth. So Hannah was real, alive. She went on and had a life, got married, and Eve was left in the lurch. So Eve would wear a blonde wig and go out and meet with Hannah that way, so nobody would see her and think, oh, it's Hannah, because they're twins.
Was she trying to copy Hannah's life? Because
Yes.
Eve there just said, I tried to get pregnant, but I couldn't do it with anyone who knew us. So I'm like, so she was just trying to mirror Hannah's life that whole time?
I think so.
That's fucking weird.
So she was trying with strangers because it couldn't be anybody they knew. Couldn't be anybody Hannah knew.
Right. Yeah, Eve is crazy. All right, got it.
About 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off.
Bruised? That's the bruise.
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Let's look that up. Also, the light keeps fading when we hit certain story points, so I have a feeling it has something to do with us hitting a particular...
Yep, Kieran says it sounds like they were planning together.
Yeah. Maybe Hannah got sick of it? Want it out?
Bruise? Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell.
Or Eve got tired.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism,
That's
so
the wrong
stuff like that just
face.
comes and goes.
Cheek.
That's
I
Eve.
don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
The body? We haven't searched for body yet.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me.
You're both insane.
She almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits. She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl.
Carl, new name.
She had such a crush. I let him take.
I'll do that, Ginergy.
After a night that his band had played.
Are you? Jesus Christ,
It
ladies!
got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
What?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Okay, so both the ladies are crazy. Got it. Ginergy suggests STD. We have a hit.
Oh yeah, she did get an STD.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. When I came down one morning, they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened.
She killed them.
They never even looked in the attic.
Attic. I don't really have more to go on for the attic other than what we've already searched. Because I type attic and I get 12 hits, and we can only see 5. So we would need more words so we can get the full term for whatever is going on in the attic. Kaylin suggests poison. Let's try poison. 2 hits, both new.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't.
Kamoko hears a siren.
Yeah, there was an added siren when we had the fade out, so we hit something. We hit another story milestone of some
I got a
kind.
job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you
Doug
see,
and Eleanor.
it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been
Are Doug and Eleanor
pressure.
Simon's parents?
Good call. Let's look those names up after. Ginergy said mushroom could be a tag. 2 new hits.
This one's really Eve.
The whole thing was wrong.
Even though she's wearing the ring?
The bags.
Yeah, like she was talking about the bruise and how her metabolism's really
I
good.
think they were from our kitchen.
Because Hannah's bruised.
I never go into the cellar. It's just a place.
Hannah
we put
admitted,
things we
or
don't need.
Eve admitted to punching Hannah.
Okay, what?
Eve admitted to punching Hannah. Hannah ripped off Eve's wig.
I don't follow you. Why don't you write down the names of which sister is being interviewed for which date? Because someone earlier mentioned that as well. So Eve is being interviewed on July 3rd. And Hannah is being interviewed on June 30. Eve is July 1st. You got that?
Got June 30th is Hannah.
Yes, June 30th is Hannah. July 3rd is Eve. And July 1st is Eve.
Trying to get all the dates.
Oh, alright. Is murder a tag? Murder was our very first tag. That's how we jumped into this, this whole shindig.
We got the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1st, the 30th, the 27th, the 25th, and the 18th.
Okay. So, you're saying that it's Eve who's being interviewed on the 27th?
Yes, because she was talking about how her bruise had faded.
They said it was
Unless
food
it's...
poisoning.
Shut up. Shut up.
There was
So they're both wearing wedding rings?
Because they're both Hannah.
I see. Alright,
And Hannah fucked up because she talked about Eve.
Got it. Alright, let me hear this one.
the whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Okay, that didn't give me a ton of
I
information.
wonder if Eve's trying to frame Hannah.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that.
Death caps?
But
Maybe.
I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone, and no one had any reason to hurt them.
Did they live alone, though? Where was Hannah living at that point? Was Hannah living, or Eve rather, was Eve living?
Eve was in the attic. She talked about how she had that STD and it made her sick.
Kayla just...
And she went downstairs and they were dead and she slept through it.
What are we looking at now? Death caps, you said?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see if we get any information more about the mushrooms. Nope, nothing else.
Eve said she was driving badly on her way to Glasgow, and that was the orange suit. She was pretending to be Hannah. Yep,
Did we ever look up hospital?
we did.
Okay.
Let's try again.
So, well, hold on. So you're saying this is
I got in the
definitely
car,
Eve
and I
because
drove
she said she's a bad driver.
and just kept driving north. Just
Okay,
kept
so
going,
write
just wanted to
down
get as
that
far
the
away as I
June
could.
27 interview
When I finally stopped,
is Eve.
I was all the way up in Glasgow.
June 27th is Eve. Zero one. Okay, sorry, don't worry
What
about
about polygraph?
that. You're probably not, Genergy. The only thing that could be going on here, especially with the hint Kalo just dropped, is I'm wondering if they were actually interviewed at the same time. And there aren't just 7 interviews we're looking at. We're looking at more. Because it would explain why her hairstyle changed if it's not her.
No, I don't think so.
You see what I'm saying?
Glasgow was deserted that early
Yep.
in the morning.
I'm looking for any difference.
Conservatively dressed.
Well, sure.
I got in the car and I drove.
Yeah, her
Just
hair's
kept
down.
Let's see.
Let's look for Eleanor.
Eleanor?
And Doug.
Eleanor and Doug? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did I spell that right? I didn't spell it right. How do you spell Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Missed the A. And that is 4 new hits.
Because because she was talking about working.
I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's.
Okay, June 25th is Hannah because she has no tat and she has the bruise on her left face cheek. Did you get that? Sorry, The Akamura, I know you're trying to snack here. We have loads of notes.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Cam says is the 18th one Hannah or Eve? I don't know
the
yet.
next one, she's wearing a different shirt, and it's pulled lower.
Different day.
Different day?
Yep, these two are different days. That first one was the 25th. This one is the 30th.
My hoover, my dust.
Oh, yeah, we got you. We heard that one already.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing.
We heard this one
I
already,
walked
didn't
upstairs
we?
to the bedroom, and he wasn't there.
We did.
No,
I
we
didn't
didn't.
search
We
for him
heard.
because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
Wait, we did hear
I had a
this
shower.
already, didn't we?
The phone rang whilst I was in the shower.
But we had the
I didn't
little
answer
This
eyeball.
is different.
I think it was
Is
Eric.
it?
Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I
We've
was
heard it
and what
before,
had
but
happened.
there's something different.
That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay. Yeah, because there was another one.
Did she say the phrase kettle was cold?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
This
I
is the
parked up
same
on
thing.
street. It was busy, so I parked down.
She says the exact same thing.
Those were... The first one was June 30. The second one was July 1st.
Okay.
That matches up. June 30 was Hannah. July 1st was Eve.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up. knocked
That's
on the door,
intriguing.
No answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door.
So Hannah made the first
You could
interview.
tell
Assuming
because
this is
he doesn't
Hannah,
turn
Hannah
to
made the
the
first
left.
interview.
I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg.
Wait.
And
I
Eve
took my
did it a
keys out
little
of my
rushed.
bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left.
Okay.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
She goes through it
He
too
wasn't
quickly.
there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss.
All right.
I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just
She said she
exhausted.
is
So
surprised.
I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later.
No one
and I
is
was
in the bed
surprised
next
see
to
no
her.
one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke
Was
to
it
him.
verbatim?
Then
Was
I
it
called
word for
Simon's
word
parents.
verbatim?
And then I decided to come and see you.
Verbatim, except Hannah called them Doug and Eleanor.
Okay.
Eve doesn't know Doug and Eleanor.
Where was that part in the story?
While
Like here?
I think it was Eric.
Phoned Simon's
Exhausted.
parents.
So I lay down on the bed.
Hannah says Doug and
and I fell
Eleanor.
asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was.
But where
and what had
were the names dropped? Do you remember?
That's when Eric called again.
In Hannah's
spoke to
interview when
him.
she's doing the same thing.
Then I
In the
called
timeline.
Simon's parents.
Right here.
Mhm.
Then I called
And then-
Simon's parents. Okay. That's interesting. All right, let's go back to Eleanor because there were a couple we missed on here.
1984. It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in
All
the
right.
summer.
Do me a favor and write that down because now we have years and such. So, 1984 spring is the miscarriage. And then 1984 summer, Hannah and Eve's parents died from probably bad things. Let me know when you're ready.
Parents died. They died and then they moved in and Hannah started
Parents
up with Eve
died.
again.
In the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful.
Ew.
Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. The forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Okay.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Spill.
Yep. Don't know if that's going to mean anything.
Let's search the word fuck. Eve tends to say it a lot.
Okay. Fuck. Hey, we got 3 hits. 3 new hits.
No,
Oh,
I'm
it's a
okay.
continuation. All right.
It looks like there's a continuation on
I'm
the
okay.
far right.
Yes. Correct. This happens 33 seconds later.
Are you arresting me? No.
Wait, whoa,
Fuck off.
whoa. Hold on. Maybe it doesn't. No, this is the next day. 24 hours later.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off.
Jesus.
The second, that might be Eve again. Looks like they brought in Eve for the last 3 days.
That's what I'm thinking.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
And then, yeah,
Lawyer.
This is the exact... Oh, yeah, lawyer. That's one we didn't look up a million years ago. Lawyer, 2 new hits.
Yes.
Do we
I
know what
understand
caused the
rights.
miscarriage?
No, I don't need a lawyer.
Doesn't need a lawyer.
One more time? Sorry?
She
Yeah, I
said-
missed it.
Yes. I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
Okay. That was easy.
Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
What? Oh, she wasn't arrested by that point.
Arrest?
Arrest.
They probably sat her down for the polygraph on the 3rd.
Yeah, we never did look at polygraph, did we?
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast.
Doesn't look like she's got a
If you want,
tat
you can
on
arrest me
this
for that.
one.
Sometimes
That's on the 1st.
drive too fast.
Yeah.
That sounds like Eve, but no tab.
This is a nicer room. This is where you take people when it's time to arrest them.
Okay.
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
She doesn't exist.
All right. Do we know the cause of the miscarriage?
I've already been through that.
I'm going to take a shot. What about abortion? No hits. Okay. Speeding. Try lie detector as well as polygraph. Lie detector, 3 hits. Good call.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Okay. Awesome.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Okay.
My name. That was the only question I failed. The lie detector works.
The only question she failed was her name. And her name was, she said.
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith.
Which it is not. It's
shit.
Eve.
Sorry.
But then the rest, she did it clear. The baby's name? I don't think we have a baby name yet. I don't think.
Did we search baby?
We did search baby. No. Oh, we have 1 hit that we haven't seen yet. Must have got distracted.
It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Okay. If this is Hannah...
Yes.
Because she's...
It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible.
Assuming that she's telling the truth here, if this is Hannah, right? That means Hannah has the ponytail on the 27th, and Eve has the not ponytail on the 27th. Oh, shit. Do you mind writing that down? So, that would mean, if we're on the right track, this is now Eve speaking.
It was after dinner.
She's very
I was slipping
fidgety.
to
She
Sam's
keeps
pants
playing
on
with
the
that
phone.
ring.
I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Body?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Yeah. Before I get to body, one of them mentioned something about being infertile. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then that led to one of them getting pregnant, and then the other one needed to get pregnant or something. It's very strange.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? It's a fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. There was
Twice.
3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
That's intriguing. And we just got the fade out. Cam says Hannah is infertile, Eve isn't. What do you think?
Eve was talking about trying and trying and trying and nothing worked. She got an STD. Hannah was shy around boys, and, like, she miscarried at the 8th month, and that rendered her infertile.
Does that mean...
But she was talking about getting pregnant anyway, and they didn't think it was possible?
Does that mean Eve would have... Does that mean she was pregnant with Simon's kid?
Must be.
You're a little low.
Low?
Yes, your volume is low.
Oh, sorry.
Better.
Alright,
Alright, so we...
Kieran says search journal.
Oh yeah, what, didn't Florence keep a journal? Nothing.
Oh, we also... Florence!
Florence, yep. More details about Florence, please. 3 from Eve.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in a mirror. She was me.
Okay.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also
Diary,
found a biscuit
not
tin
journal.
with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young
Title
to
drop.
really understand.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Just
same thing.
Put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okay.
Kamoko says
No.
mirror.
It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back.
It was a daughter.
Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced
Oh,
it was
got
going
it.
to be
Florence.
a girl.
Oh, so Florence named Eve
It's hard to
then.
know if this is all true.
Maybe.
These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Okay. Diary.
Oh, 3 new ones.
Yeah, I want to hit these first. The ones where Eve... Because Eve is doing the big plot drops
When I
here.
was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Was
I read
it...
the diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother.
Oh, Florence.
I
She's
burned the
referring to
diary
Florence.
that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Well, well, well. So you went across the street when you were 8.
Flipped. It wasn't
We would
accident.
swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
So at 8 years old, Florence died, so Eve went across the street. Did Eve at that point then live and hide in the attic 24/7? Or did her parents know she was there? Have we heard Eve discuss her own parents at any point?
She said their dad took them mushroom hunting.
So maybe that's when the wig came into play? It just seems weird that they would... Like, if Eve went across the street and started living with her parents and Hannah when she was 8 years old, how did they hide the fact that she was there? Cam says he thinks
Nobody
they were
went
sharing
in there.
Hannah's identity. That could be it.
Eve said nobody went up there. It was Hannah's space.
But how did they go to school? How did they socialize? Is that what she means by swapping places? Did they alternate
Yep.
school days?
With a detailed diary.
God damn, ladies.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Same page. No. Same two heads. Okay. They kept swapping so much, one of them thinks they are the same person. In effect, they aren't twins, they are only Hannah. Until something happened, and the tattoo became the symbol of independence.
Yep, it's that one. Second from the left.
I want to hear that one again.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
She talked about moving
Oops.
out.
Moving out. Yes, she did. No hits. How about just move out? One hit. Was this where she talked about her tattoo?
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
Okay.
I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
Because she had to sneak
I would
around.
sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was
Try share, says
sex
Cam.
with strangers. Drug.
Yeah. Okay. Share. 3 new hits. Nice one, Cam.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
Really?
That's what we thought then.
Okay.
That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
Magic?
We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and
Go and
write
write
them
it
down
down.
in our diaries immediately and compare them.
All right.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon, she started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
She needed to be pregnant so they could keep the swap going. That's why she was trying to get pregnant from anyone she could possibly be pregnant from.
And then when she finally got to sleep with Simon, she got pregnant.
And that's why lightning struck twice with his magic fucking sperm. Wow. You ladies are
It lasted
bananas.
about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
Rules?
Yeah, that's exactly what my mind jumped to. What are your rules? There's a hit.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad.
It's a Rorschach
Maybe it
test?
wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
I wonder if Eve killed everybody.
Let's look up the term confess. It's one.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there.
Where?
It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Weekend?
I'm gonna try confession. Nothing. Where did she say she went? For this?
Okay, you got me. I'll confess.
Did she say a
We were
location?
there.
We were there.
Because remember, there was a
dirty
picture.
weekend.
I think it's
Simon's
this
going to
picture where
expense
they
it.
went to Rome, remember?
Rome.
So I want to see if that's where we are at this point.
Yes, there was a holiday. Holiday.
Holiday, right, because the word vacation doesn't exist for you crazy, crazy brats.
We also haven't looked up
No
Brighton.
hit. What name?
Brighton.
Brighton? That? One hit. Nothing. Hotel says Chibi Girl. One new hit. Good job, Chibi.
And the hotel said he was there?
What?
What about there? She keeps saying there.
That would probably get me too many hits.
Yeah, but it's worth a shot.
I mean, we have one new hit. 62
Sure.
entries,
Yes,
though.
of course, that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
What? That's odd. What is this one?
Yes, there's a car that we share.
Oh, for searching the
Cavalier.
car,
And
the
the van
Cavalier,
used for
maybe.
work.
Or the...
It's owned by Eric.
Oh, yeah, someone mentioned... Oh, Cameron says also mirror is important. We have so many threads. I think we're starting to tie a few of them up. Certainly we have more... 3 new hits. Well played, Cam. I think we have fewer threads dangling than we have tied up now, you know?
Yes.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror...
All right,
Princess
Simon
would
worked for
have
the
in a
glass
story.
company.
He made it especially
Yes,
for me.
with Eric. Made it specially for her.
And what happened, ladies?
The mirror. I can't remember.
Really?
I put it somewhere safe.
She's playing with that ring
Upstairs, I
a
think.
lot.
Haven't looked at it since.
Really?
Silverleaf? No. And he normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
I wonder if we mixed up 2 names. I wonder if we mixed up who's getting interviewed on the 6th, on the 27th. Because
Where's the bruise?
on the
It wasn't the present
25th,
so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story.
the bruises on the
He made it
left
especially
cheek
for me.
are right.
Uh-huh.
So she knows what's going on, but then if we go here...
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere
I think
safe.
this is Eve playing at
Upstairs, I
Hannah.
think. Haven't looked at it since.
Maybe.
Because Eve is quick to smile.
Tink is sure the 25th is Hannah. Right. I agree. So I wonder if we mixed up Hannah and Eve on the 27th. See what I'm saying?
You think
Yeah, because
it's
she had
murder?
her hair up.
Oh shit, this is
Clearly it's murder.
one that I accidentally...
What can I do to help?
Did they do an autopsy? Did they do an autopsy? Did they find a method? Because we don't even know how he died yet.
She found the body in bin bags, so let's try body.
We've tried body a lot. We have... Wait, what the hell? Now we have 6 entries and 3 are new? That's weird. Alright, let's give it a shot. Maybe it prioritizes new ones. Or we've never done body.
Real. His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
Really? May want to write that one down.
Throat
Princess
cut.
glasses. Has these thick glasses. It doesn't always work.
I'm pretty sure he does always wear them. I'll go back to body in a second. I want to look up... Where was it that... Did you write it down about,
He wears glasses to read. To see.
to see. So, and I got a hit here for glasses, which was also a hit for body. No, never mind. Different guitar... What the fuck?
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Oh, this is the rest of the song.
Laid a body on the doctor. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by on a dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of finger bones.
Ew.
Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the
I agree with you,
only
Cam.
tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
We looked up drown, right?
We did not look up drown, but
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
here's the thing. I know we have a new hit here, but look at this. So that's Eve singing, right? If we go to the glasses one and we have a hit on this side... Oh my god, I thought she was holding a goddamn guitar. Never mind. Forget my brain.
On his clothes, that would make sense. He made it. By hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto
I
the
swore I
glass.
thought she was holding a
It's not
guitar
how they
here.
make mirrors
Never
these
mind.
days.
I'm getting tired.
He made the mirror. And he gave it to me.
Okay. Alright, let's go back to body. That didn't help me very much, unless his throat was slit by the mirror.
Can you imagine?
In the evidence
I
bag.
tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Hannah fucked up and trapped Eve, and Eve did not like that.
Eve
Let's
was
try throat.
Eve was not ready to move on and be her own person.
Well, not just that, but like Hannah moves on with her life, and Eve has no birth certificate, no records of anything.
Oh, that's true.
She
What is
doesn't
Eve gonna
exist.
do? I mean, that was the only life she had. You're right.
On his throat. How?
Okay.
Like I said before, it was
Hannah
three-
doesn't know it was his
Something like
throat.
I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
She said earlier she found him in the bin bags.
Yep.
There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
Kalo, if you're still here, answer Cam's question, please, in the most generic term. I'll add to it. Are there credits? Is there a you know, any sort of spiking the football? Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm American. Is there any you know, credit screen, I guess, to say that we have hit our
Is a
end?
Drinking the beer out of the rugby boot.
Yeah, I think
Whatever
that's
y'all
I
fucking
think
do
that's what
over
Brits
there.
do. I'm pretty sure that's what Brits do.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me.
Hannah killed him.
Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror, They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round.
Oh,
Cut
shit.
his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
I don't know where to go from here.
Hannah wanted Simon, but Eve won, and Hannah was talking about he gave her a present. Search present, because
Present.
she said that Simon had given her a present and it upset her, but earlier she said he gave
What
me
the fuck is this? No. I guess we're almost done, because we've got the finale of this, apparently. So that's probably it. Like, now we know exactly what happened. And now the game is allowing us to wrap up.
Hannah was saying that Simon had given her a present and it upset her. They talked about the baby, argued.
If Eve got pregnant by Simon and she did not miscarry, that means she is still pregnant at this point?
She is still pregnant because, like, Eve got pregnant. Eve got pregnant, told Hannah it was Simon's. Hannah pretended to be Eve. They talked about the baby. Simon gave her a present. She went nuts and I guess killed Simon, and he was on the floor. And then in the bin bag, says Eve.
Yeah, Hannah would have
Eve
thrown
talked
him
about
out.
driving away. She's a bad driver, so Eve left. She came back, and Hannah had bagged up Simon.
Right.
Kimoko says Sarah?
Sarah. One new hit.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana.
Ava.
But I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Yeah, now we know why. No other hits. Where did Sarah first come from? I don't remember that reference anywhere.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
So Hannah wanted to keep them together. Right? Is that what I... Yep, and just as I thought, the yellow was right there. So we are missing the one directly after that. Hold on, let me replay that one.
Simon did divorce her.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me.
She said the
Told him I was
truth.
pregnant.
Said that she was pregnant
She
by
wanted me to move in
Simon.
with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Hannah wanted
She knew that instant.
to share the house with all three of them. Simon, just from his face, said, "Fuck that shit." And that was that. There we go. Well, not during the lie detector
Like I
test,
told you
but...
before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys.
The van
I
was
just
missing.
drove north. I wanted to think for some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car.
Eve did
My
stop
car
in
was okay, but I
Glasgow.
was
Hannah was
worried about the
covering
baby, so I
for
went to
her.
A&E to get the okay.
And Hannah
Everything was
lied
Slept
to
in the car,
incriminate Eve.
car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay.
A&E?
Everything was fine.
Yeah, that's
Slept in the car
children's
when I
hospital.
woke. I tried to
Okay.
get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Okay. That's useful to know.
Car, hit chit chat and say yes. I guess we're done.
Okay. I guess we'll try. I feel like I'm... Oh, call. Hey, you done? Yes. Good. So, do you understand why your mother did what...
I was wondering who we were playing as.
I literally just felt a chill run down my spine. What if I say no? It's understandable, Sarah. You can always come back again. I'll be outside. Log off and meet me over the road. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was interesting. So we are Sarah.
So what the hell happened to Eve? Yep.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
So I'd log off and meet me over the road. Is that a thing, or if I log off, the game is gonna be...
I guess we're just logging off.
Let's try it. Let's quit and see what happens. Oh, that's just the credits. That's a little anticlimactic then,
Yeah.
because we missed some stuff. The rest of that is super crazy obscure then.
Yes.
The reveal at the end was pretty awesome. I really did like that. What did you think overall?
When they mentioned the girls, like, having a baby, a girl, the name, and I'm like, who's doing this? Because this is years past.
You know, I love the game. I think a couple of the search terms were bullshit. Yes, excellent writing, I do agree. For what it was good. I would love to see more games like this. Any complaints I have are just picky. The actress is goddamn good because, you know, we only started completely losing our minds once we got stuck. You know, we were fully gripped with this one from the start. Very inventive way that the game was done.
Yes, I agree.
So, don't forget, if you haven't already, check the video description for links for this game, links to our PayPal, Patreon, Discord, and other ways you can support the channel, including buying my novels on Amazon and Audible, and a link to this game. I think I said that already. Stay subscribed here and on Twitch. We'll be doing streams. I just bought House Flipper, which has been requested by a few people, and I've wanted to play it. So I'm going to run a test stream on that one soon-ish and make sure I can run it, and then I'm probably going to stream the fuck out of it one of these days. And Ogre Battle comes back soon, or is going. There's a new series that starts after episode 19 of Ogre Battle, and I don't know when that is. It's only 6 episodes. Hilarious game. Definitely check it out. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next week for another stream.
Bye!
Time for some Tylenol.
Please.
Bye everyone!
Oh,